I can't believe Niket sold me out. I didn't even see it coming.
Even with all your upgrades, you're human, just like the rest of us.
But I let it get personal and I screwed up. Why didn't you let me kill him? I could have handled that. But watching him get gunned down by that Asari bitch...
You still cared for him, even if he betrayed you.
You're right. And my father knew it. He used that against me. It's always been like this. My father gave me anything I ever wanted. But there was always a hook, an angle for his long-term plan. I threw away everything he ever gave me when I ran. Except Niket. Weakness on my part?
You can't toss aside everything you care about just to be safe.
It's okay, Shepard. My father hurt me, but he didn't break me. As much as he tried to turn me into exactly what he wanted, I'm my own person.
Any other old friends your father might use against you?
No, I cut ties with everyone else. Anyone I'm close to now works for Cerberus. Or you. My father's powerful, but he won't cross the elusive man.
You still have Oriana.
My father didn't give her to me. I rescued her, but yes, you're right. I still have something. Thank you. No sign of Eclipse. It looks like we're clear. There she is. She's safe. With her family. Come on, we should go.
Don't you even want to say hello?
It's not about what I want, it's about what's right for her. The less she knows about me, the better. She's got a family. A life. I'll just complicate that for her.
She doesn't need any details. But would it really be so bad for her to know she has a sister who loves her?
I guess not.
Go on. We'll wait here.
Ah, I like that. I quite like these loyalty missions, I have to say. Not just this one, but most of them actually. I find it very interesting to see what makes the characters tick. And it often reveals things about them and makes you understand and appreciate them more. But that's kind of the thing, you know, you have to give them the chance to do that. A lot of people that, sometimes I hear people say, oh, I hate this or that character. And a lot of the times they come to that conclusion shortly after meeting them and then never talk to them or always use renegade options to cut the conversation short. And you never give them the chance to find out why they're like that. Sure, Miranda comes across as... well, a cold-hearted bitch, basically, at the start. But if you give her the chance, you find out there's layers below that. And I find that kind of thing very interesting, to find out about characters. But you have to give them the chance. You have to use them, talk to them, do their loyalty missions. And especially if you're Paragon, you typically get a very nice payoff. But that's maybe just me. Okay. Miranda's sister and her family successfully placed at location redacted. I don't get to know. Mother's new job pays well enough to ensure comfort and ease. We'll keep Oriana under observation for safety only. Miranda Lawson is too valuable to Cerberus, and Oriana's well-being is easiest means of procuring loyalty. I don't know, that kind of sounds like me. Sounds to me like if Miranda ever decided to get uppity with Cerberus, they could use that against her. Sorry, I still don't trust Cerberus. Miranda remains loyal to Cerberus and now trusts Shepard. Well, the last part is good, at least. Miranda power unlocked, a biotic body slam that inflicts massive damage. Now this is normally also the point where not only do you unlock those powers for the squad mate whose power it is, but that's also the point where you are able to use advanced training as a research project and get a bonus power yourself. The only reason I could get one from the beginning of the game is because I already played the game before, in which case you get all the bonus powers you've unlocked on previous playthroughs. They will still be available to you. But on your first playthrough, you will only have the ability to unlock a power after you actually unlock it for that character as well. And only then can you use it as a bonus power for yourself. We also unlocked a new outfit from Miranda. The loyalty outfits, they're not really anything to write home about. Most of them are just color swaps of their normal outfits. And we got submachine gun damage upgrades and metagel capacity upgrade. And 27,000 credits. Some EZO. And that's it. And, as I said before, unlike with the recruitment missions, loyalty missions tend to end where they started. So if you go to one from a hub world, like this, you will end on the hub world. Which at the very least means that we will be able to give that Asari her locket. Any new news?
The attack on the human colony of Freedom's
No.
Progress has generated a swift but confused response.
I'm assuming that if there is, it would be up front of the queue. I have no idea if that's true. Oh well, there's a couple of places where you hear news in the background anyway.
Our upcoming film, Blasto the Jellyfish Stings. The Hanar
And there's Blasto again.
claims that our portrayal
If this is the best you have, I'll make do. But you're certain the neural stimulators are compatible with both my suit and Asari?
Are you shorting pre?
Let's see if that Asari is the one who lost this locket.
No, you don't understand. Pardon me, I'm dealing with damn Ilium travel bureaucracy.
What the hell just happened? Her body is backwards or something. It's a weird glitch. I don't think I've ever seen that before. What the hell?
Were you trying to get them to help you find this locket?
Oh, Stephen, thank you. Thank you so much. My daughter was young when he died. This is the only memento she has of him. Please accept this. It's much less than I would have had to pay the bureaucrats to authorize a search.
Okay. Glad we were able to help. And we got some credits out of it. Not an awful lot,
A
but
Batarian training group has announced
that's
plans
not
to
why
sue
we're
the
doing
City
that.
Council. The Batarians claim that slavery is an inextricable part of their caste system, and that by limiting the slave trade, the council is violating their culture.
And that's it on Ilium for now. We will be back here later, at the very least for Lair of the Shadow Broker, to help Liara chase down Shadow Broker, but we'll be doing that much later. You can actually change your squad if you want, without going back to the Normandy first. That is useful if you went here, didn't take Miranda with you, but still wanted to do her loyalty mission, and then discovered that you needed her to be able to talk to that contact of hers. Alright, and we also don't
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
start in the briefing room, because we didn't talk to anyone in the briefing room. We got a private message, apparently. Let's take a look. Glad you're okay. From Kate Bowman. Oh, that's from Terra Nova, isn't it? From the Bring Down the Sky DLC. We saved the colony from the asteroid. Shepard. I called in some favors and found out how to get you and what you're working on. We've got a big celebration planned for the anniversary of you and the others saving Terra Nova. Last year we added a memorial for you too. I guess that was premature, huh? I figure finding out who's attacking colonies is why you had to go undercover, so I won't invite you to come give a speech or anything. But I wanted you to know that all of us living on colonies are worried about what's happening in the terminus systems. And I'm really glad you're there to help. There's a lot of crazy military talk going around. I'm glad someone's there who's not going to take the easy way out. Thanks, Kate Bowman. I guess word that we're alive and kicking is spreading. Good to hear from Bowman again. Of course, if you didn't save the hostages in Mass Effect 1, then you don't get this message, of course. And if you didn't play this DLC, you don't get this message either. Thank you again, from Martin Burns. Oh, he was the guy involved with the L2 implants, wasn't he? Commander Shepard, Udina said this would reach you. I wanted you to know that I haven't forgotten what you did for me the day those crazy biotics took me hostage. You talked them down and you got me off that ship alive. I won't lie to you, I took this job for the pull and the power. I saw the biotics issue as a stepping stone, something good to put on my resume. And I was wrong. We all serve humanity in our own way. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to see to it that humanity reaches its potential with a minimum of bloodshed. I'm getting letters of thanks from L2 biotics who just received their reparations. Those letters should really be coming to you. I just thought you should know. Good luck. I've taken some political heat, so I don't know that any offer to help you would ever be useful. But if you need me, I won't let you down. Martin Burns, Chairman, Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies. Well, good that turned out nicely. We saved him from those biotics who were holding him hostage. Still alive. From GLaDOS. No, wait. From Detective Anaya. Greetings, Commander. I'm not completely sure this will get to you, but thanks again for helping me deal with Samara. The Eclipse mercs have gotten real quiet around here, and my superiors have backed off too. No idea if the two are related, but hopefully the next time I meet a justicar I can give her the respect she deserves. I still can't believe I worked a case with one of them. You're a lucky human. If I find any more data on her target, I'll pass it along. Thanks, Detective Anaya, Ilium Law Enforcement. Good. Well, we did kill a lot of Eclipse mercs between these three previous missions. So I'm not surprised that things have quieted down a bit there.
How may I help you, Commander?
There's nothing to say about what we just did. Sometimes I think she has comments about the loyalty missions, but might be remembering that wrong.
Is there anything I should know?
Garrus received some news that put fire in his eyes. Maybe you should speak with him down in the main battery. Anything else, Commander?
You should know what that means by now.
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
And her goodbye is now a little bit more personal, now that we've had dinner with her. See if anything's going on in the cockpit.
So, Commander, you figure Miranda would ever lighten up a bit and... I can't even finish saying it.
Okay.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Samara feels like she could shoot me in a very tranquil way, which does not make me feel any better about it. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Nothing else going on here, it seems. And I should remember to do some upgrades. SMG damage, 4 out of 5. That's good. Does that unlock anything? Apparently not. Is there anything that's locked due to lack of resources? No, they all need something else. We got biotic cooldown research. And metagel capacity. Then I'll be able to carry 7, I think. This one needs 1 more damage protection and 1 more tech damage upgrade. I kind of want that. Reduced power duration, increased power duration is always good. And, well, just advanced training and retrain powers. This would be the point where advanced training first becomes available, like I said, on your first playthrough, after you unlock the first loyalty power. On my first playthrough, one of the first missions I did after Omega was actually Zaid's loyalty mission, because you get that right from the start after you pick up Zaid. So I got his loyalty power fairly early on. But if you do it this way, then you won't get it until now. Mordin is in loyalty mission mode, so no point in talking to him.
Commander, I think you'll want to talk to Garrus.
Yes, you said that already. No need to feed the fish. Skelly's doing that. And we'll get the Garrus, but let's do our rounds the usual way.
Shepard.
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari justicars.
So many couches there.
We hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
There were only a few justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
Why would anyone want to be a justicar?
It is a deeply personal matter. Sometimes the most brutal path is the only honest one.
I hope someday you'll feel comfortable enough to explain that, Samara.
This code of the justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Every situation?
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
Right, let's stay on your good side then.
What role do you think justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
You make killing sound so casual.
I remember each being I have slain. They are always in my thoughts.
Does the code forbid romantic involvement?
It does not. However, I would never be interested in such. That part of my life is well behind me.
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
I am nearly 1,000 years old. I know myself and my desires. But your curiosity is quite welcome.
You can try to flirt with Samara. She will not be responsive, however. You can push it pretty far, actually, but if you keep pushing, eventually she'll get kind of fed up with it. Does not earn you any stripes in her book.
You know about knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
What did your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered. If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your species. I am curious to see what you will do.
That's actually quite an accurate observation, especially when you're trying to decide where to go to dinner. Doing that in a group is blatantly impossible.
I should go.
I'm glad we spoke.
Me too. Learned some interesting stuff. And got a codex entry. Nothing? Okay. No more developments in the life of his family, I suppose.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
That seems convenient.
So you don't assume any responsibility for the things you do?
Not every action performed by my body is a result of conscious choices. I take responsibility for those that are. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
Well, I don't believe that, that's for sure.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
I'm feeling there's more to this story.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
The rest of us lose as much as you do when you hold yourself apart.
I found it difficult to sit in the ship's mess for meals. I'm used to keeping my back against a wall, facing the doors. I'm trying to relax. Find my center.
Facing the doors, Gurney Halleck would be proud.
Hey, got a minute? My heart goes out to Miranda and her sister. That's a rough situation. Not a lot of people go in and out of Dr. Chakwa's office, other than to get medical attention, I mean. I hear you shared a drink with her. That's really nice. I imagine with all that's happened, old friends are becoming a luxury. Gabby and Ken would make a great couple. I just doubt they'll ever realize it.
It seems that besides the odd line about a recent mission, she is just repeating recent conversations. Of course, now we've finished the loyalty mission, we can talk to Miranda again.
Thanks again, Shepard. Taking the time to help me with my sister. I couldn't have reached Oriana in time without your help. I'm glad Niket tried to redeem himself, for what good it did. Thank you for stopping me, Commander.
Are you happy about your sister's relocation?
She has what I wanted her to have. A normal life, and the freedom to choose her own path. And she knows she has an older sister. A friend.
Are you going to talk to her again?
I honestly don't know. For once, I haven't planned that far ahead. I'll deal with it after our mission. I have to stay focused, and she needs time to adjust to her new home.
You never told me what you talked about.
I introduced myself. Her family was shocked. She adjusted quickly, of course. She's as smart as I am. She plays the violin, loves the adagio movement of Nielsen's Fifth, just like I do. She wants to work in colony development. Told a joke about it. She's really funny. Something we don't share.
It's funny, I think of you as all business. Good to see that there's a person under there.
The mission's too important to let personal feelings interfere. But thank you, Commander. My sister is safe again thanks in large part to you. I won't forget that.
I feel we did some good here. Wait, where am I going? And it's nice to see Miranda loosening up a bit. Let's see what Garrus wants.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I've got something. I may need your help. You remember Sidonis, the one who betrayed my team? I found a lead on him. There's a specialist on the Citadel, name's Fade. He's an expert at helping people disappear. Sidonis was seen with him.
What happened? How did Sidonis betray your team?
He tipped off the mercs, told them where our base was. He drew me out with a false job, then let the mercs hit my team. My men weren't prepared. They tried to hold them off. By the time I got back, there were only 2 survivors. They didn't last long. All 10 of them dead. Because of him.
What are you planning to do when you find him?
You humans have a saying. An eye for an eye, a life for a life. He owes me 10 lives, and I plan to collect.
Didn't we go over this before? You know, in the previous game about, you know, justice and rules and stuff?
You sure that's how you want to play it?
I'm sure. I don't need you to agree with me, but I'd like your help.
Well, as the elusive man said, it's important to have everyone focus on the mission. Otherwise, they might end up dead.
Where do we find Fade?
I've arranged a meeting. We'll meet him in a warehouse near the Neon Markets down on Zakera Ward. Thanks, Shepard. I appreciate you taking the time to help me.
Although doing those missions is also not a guarantee they will end up alive by the end of the game. Who will die and who will live? Well, you'll just have to wait to find out. I'm definitely not going to spoil that for you. But we have another mission that we now know about. Is there anyone to talk to? I'm pretty sure Tali has nothing to say. And Jack and Grunt would both just repeat their loyalty mission. Well, I guess they eat.
Back for another lesson. I used to do a little scorched earth work here and there. Then the Batarians started muscling in. No one's as good with terror tactics as they are. I mean, the Krogans will come at you, break your face, kill your family. But the Batarians, they'll turn your planet into a glass parking lot without a second thought.
He is a loud talker, but we've heard that story before. Let's check Tali, just to be sure.
What can I do for you?
See, it always looks like you've startled her.
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
Gabby, you'd say the Normandy is a she, not a he, right?
Of course. The Normandy's the sweetest girl there is.
And Edie's a she. Tali's definitely a she.
What are you getting at, Kenneth?
I'm just saying I'm feeling a wee bit threatened here. A lot of female energy, and I'm just one man.
You're such a dick.
See? Look where your mind went. I've got to watch out for myself.
I think you're worrying about nothing, Ken. You know, between Tali and Garrus, Normandy has the best calibrated guns and the cleanest engine in the entire galaxy. I would be willing to bet. Well, we're done with Ilium, but I'm sure there's more to do around the Crescent Nebula, so I guess next up we'll go exploring for a bit.